Hey folks, this is IOEther and we're back with playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is SinisterGrimm in his WZ-131. Sorry, this is Live Oaks, and it looks like a tier 10 game. And by that I mean it's mostly a tier 10 game. We have all but like 6 tanks on our team that are tier 10. Ew. Though we do have number the enemies tier 10 by a little bit, 1 maybe. If I can math correctly, it'd be 1. Somehow we managed to pull a tier 4 scout into this. I'm gonna guess he's platooned up with somebody. Yeah, there's a platoon of scouts, and so of course they pulled top tier. And that's gonna be unfortunate. The ELC can hold its own in this. The M5 store is just scrap metal. I'm sorry, this is not a tier you can be really scouting in unless you do extremely passive, which he's not because he's already in the middle of the bridge. Anyways, you can see that the ELC and the AMX 1375 are zipping down the other side. They look like they're going hyper aggressive and probably going after the enemy already. Unfortunately, it just means they're going to get killed. Ooh, Sinister, if you end this by dunking yourself in the river, I will laugh and then put it on YouTube. Remember that. So, there we go. Our entire scout platoon just died without doing anything helpful except wasting some of the enemy's ammo. Okay, so if you're scouting, never ever 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 do this. This is horrible and it just screws up your team. If you get into a higher battle like this where you're clearly outmatched, don't sprint. Find a bush, go passive, and be the eyes for your team. They could have really used 3 scouts in a decent position around here. But, oh well, as it is right now, Sinister has to be the scout because he is the only tank in position to do so. Oh, he's been spotted. He's just going to back off, and he is... Oh, don't go in the river, don't go in the... He's in the river. Sinister, if you drown, I will laugh and put it on YouTube. So get out of that water. I'm glad he didn't drown, but and we've all made that mistake, right? Backing up straight into the water. So thankfully his team is seriously punishing these guys. They're trying to advance down his flank. And if he gets the opportunity, ooh, look at that. 268, not looking the right way. Oh, he couldn't do anything. He might have taken a track. I hope he did. In which case he would have got the spine damage for that 800, but most likely it just bounced off. Come on. Ooh, nope. Jag Tiger stole that kill. Oh well. But the Jag Tiger probably kind of deserved it. Now, it looks like we're truly losing the city battle. We have 3 tanks left there, and Sister's freaking out over something or other. We have only 3 tanks left there, and there are 2 scouts have already made it through. It looks like they're going arty hunting. Now there is no one back there to defend. The Foch is running and hoping to get back in time, but he's probably not going to save our arty. He might if he's... Ooh, look at that. T92 teed up the enemy WZ-132, and that was the end of that. And there we go. Friendly 268 turns around and finishes off the Chaffee. So our arty is safe for now as long as they move and they don't get hit by counter arty. It's good. Now, Sinister manages not to pen the side of a T-30. That's just unfortunate. It may not have been an easy shot, but it's one he probably should have been able to make. There we go. Punching the back of that IS-4. I'm sorry, my voice just disappeared on me. Now he's trying to track the IS-4, I'm not particularly certain why, but it failed, so now he's kind of in trouble. Now he does have the T-30 looking at him, so he just fires off a shot without being zoomed in to try and rattle the T-30 enough that it's not going to shoot him. Our friendly 155 finishes off the IS-4, and now it's time to take out this 130. Now on the other side of the battlefield, we're again really badly losing. our T-57 is about to go down unless he pulls out some miracle moves. And once that T-57 dies, that's an entire city push that's just going to come flooding in on our arty. Ooh, looks like our Bat Chat is at 22 health. Yeah. That guy's kind of lucky to be alive. Sinister is telling our arty to run, and there they go, streaming away from the battle. Now Sinister is gonna get up, and if I was him, I'd be sitting in these bushes up here, doing some scouting, because you can get snugly into these bushes just like that, and there he goes. Now he can light up everyone who tries to come through the cap, and the arty can reposition or just spin around fire, whatever. But it means that our team can get shots off for free into these guys. Now unfortunately that 155 is getting kind of close, but it looks like, no, there we go, the Bat Chat finished him off. Good job. So the I-7, ooh, he's behind cover. That's unfortunate. Now the I-7 isn't being spotted by Grimm, so somebody else is close enough. IS-8, he's going to be trouble. Now thankfully Grimm is at full health, so he should be able to deal with this guy if he has to. And it looks like he's going to have to. He's going to have to make a run and get behind this guy and take him out before he can take out the Foch. Because we're going to need that Foch if we're going to win this game. Okay. Only just been spotted. IS-8 is ignoring him. Oh no, there he goes. Turning around, try and kill him. And thankfully, Sinister is using his speed to circle, and the Foch steals the kill. But, you know, oh well, right? I guess the Foch was a bit to reload anyway. It kind of makes sense for him to use his shot to take a, well, no, whatever. It was a kill steal. We are mad and angry, and I don't care anymore. Okay, so now we have a real hill to climb. There is 2 arties, so those are only a real threat if we either start knocking things over or we get lit and we don't know it. Other than that, those 2 arties aren't really going to be a threat. These guys, however, these guys are going to be a threat. Now, unfortunately, there isn't really the time to... Ooh. Man. Sinister keeps having his kills stolen. Well, not that that was going to be a kill, but it would have been nice to damage him at least, you know? Oh well. Now, there's still a Destroyer of Worlds out there. If Sinister isn't really careful, he's going to be able to get one shot by this guy, which would be bad. So he can't actually go too far, because if he goes too much farther than he is right now, he's going to lose contact with his Foch, and that would be really bad. At this point in time, these guys cannot afford to lose contact with each other. They always need to know what the other guy sees. There we go. We now know where the Destroyer of Worlds is. That means that Sinister can relocate and come over here and try and assist. Now, it's quite possible that one of the enemy arty is actually coming around up the 1 and 2 line and then, you know, down the AB line kind of thing. But for now, we're just going to have to assume they're not. Now, our Foch looks like he's trying to solo the Destroyer Worlds. I don't think that's a great idea. But, yeah, ooh, I see. He's only on 200 health. Well, that changes everything. There we go. Sinister's got his first kill. And we now know the Foch is safe. So the Foch is going to be okay while he reloads and holds. And once the Foch is reloaded, ooh, there we go. There's a nice arty. Doesn't know we're here. Well, now he knows. And as long as... Oh, looks like he's just going to run. He's not even going to try to fight. That was a mistake on the Artie's part. There wasn't much he could do, but he really did need to try and turn and fight that battle. He was never going to be able to outrun Sinister. Ooh! Unless, of course, he was being bait. In which case, it worked perfectly. So now the Bat Chat knows where Sinister is, but we also know where the Bat Chat is. Now, I don't know if he was spotted down at K3 earlier, or if I just didn't notice and he was lit now. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We know where he is because of how and when he fired. So as long as we don't get lit again, until the Foch gets a little bit closer, we have this game pretty much in the bag. There we go. Sinister's moving up, using this bush as cover. His sixth sense hasn't gone off, so he hasn't been lit. And he's just going to be a little bit patient. Now, I personally will be moving forward. The Artie is going to have a really hard time hitting you on the move. And if you can make it to that, over there's a ravine kind of thing. If you can make it there, then you're pretty much already safe. You can pop up and be a lot closer to him. But by the looks of it, the Artie has actually moved somewhere. He might actually be in that ravine. Seems unlikely that he's in the middle, though that is where his team is asking him to check. So Sinister is going to go and check the middle. I wouldn't say he's there. I'm going to bet he's around H1, G1, which is where these guys are honing in on. There isn't many places left for him to be hiding. Nope, not over here. What is he? Invisi? Someone give the enemy Bat Chat the camo ability. Seriously. Now I don't like the fact that they're capping, but I guess they kind of have to. If the enemy already managed to slip through, he could possibly be at their base. I mean, it's possible that he, like, I don't know, slipped all the way through and was setting up around B1 when he fired, but I doubt it. If he was up in the city, you would have been able to tell, because he should have been able to spot Sinister when he was up on that hill. Oh well. We're just going to wait for about a minute, and then we're going to win the game. So it looks like Sinister is going to continue to... Ooh, that's some interesting lag, I guess. Sinister is just going to continue to circle. He is... Ooh. Well, that's the Artie firing blind. So we know he's not anywhere close. He might have been able to sneak up the 8 line, and he might be sitting up around H8 or F8, somewhere over there, and just firing blind back into the cap. It doesn't really matter unless he gets a lucky shot off. Right now we have won, and Sinister gets the invader. Good game, and 2,000 experience for that game. It was a ×2, but without premium, that was incredible. Of course, he got the invader. We all saw that. That was a great display. I was so waiting for you to run out of the cap circle at some point accidentally. And you can see just how many people he spotted damage off on. It doesn't look like all that much, but keep that in mind for later. He did only get the 2 kills and only, 7 penetrating shots, but quite a few that he did damage to modules. You can see base experience, he has the most on his team with over 1,000. This was a great game. 1,379 damage. In a tier 8, in a tier 10 game, that was worth it and really amazing. And you can see that at the bottom there is the 3 scouts that were all platooned up. Let's see, M5 Stewart got 88 spotting damage, ALC got 332 spotting damage, and the AMX 1375 also got 332 spotting damage. Yeah! I do have to give props to Yemi Chaffee for living as long as he did and doing as much damage as he did, considering he's a tier 5 and a tier 10 game. Sinister fired 15 shots. Only 9 of those actually went into the target. As we saw before, only 7 of them actually did damage, and 2 just took off tracks or some such module damage. He didn't take a single hit. No one in that entire game was able to land a shell on his vehicle at all. I'm not even talking that he bounced anything. There is not a scratch on him. That was pretty sweet. That's how you play a scout tank, guys. Don't get shot. I know, it's revolutionary, right? Now, 4,139 spotting damage. That was insane, and that is mostly due to 2 or 3 tanks that he spotted from 100 to pretty much 0. And of course, the invader with 100 cap points. Yay! He ran 6.6 kilometers. Considering that map is only a kilometer wide by a kilometer tall, that's a lot of times he ran around in circles. This was a great game to watch, always exciting. Thank you so much for staying in, Sinister. Thank you guys for watching and hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is IOE out.